This podcast is Jagex compliant. That is all.
Oh my... Hello, guys.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's happening
starting-
at the
we
start.
start again.
No, we're not starting again.
We're not starting again, bro. We've started. Like, go with it, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
this is it.
It's taken 6 months for us to get back into a call together, and this is how it starts. It's fantastic. Thank you,
And
everyone.
on that note, thanks for listening. I'm making you
Goodbye.
dinner.
No, we haven't. We've this is honestly the first chance we've had to get together as a group within 6 months. And I'm so glad I titled the last podcast as New Year, New Us, and then brackets maybe, because we were like, yeah, New Year, we're going to fucking
I
stick
bet at
with
the
this
end of that podcast as well, we were all like, yeah, we'll do this again soon. Yeah, see you in 2
Of course
weeks.
we do it every fucking episode, and
I said
we didn't do it, but
maybe.
we said maybe, and we've had valid excuses, each of us. But
Yeah, true.
Do we?
Yes.
yeah,
France.
I've been
Grant's got no
deported.
excuse.
You have a girlfriend.
I don't have any excuse because I've been here every time.
Grant's been doing corp.
You've done uni and corp,
Grant's been a piece of shit. It's all his fault.
and I've been
Trying to
me,
get us to do a
and we all
podcast.
know how I am. I won't reiterate, but yeah, it's only taken us to the second. Can you believe we're already halfway into this year?
It's
Yeah,
great,
it's
man.
disgusting, isn't
It's
it?
the
Nah, I
it's the
fucking love
halfway
it.
point.
It's
today.
the summertime,
Well,
man.
yesterday, but yeah, I mean it's sick, but we've just like I said, we started out this year so positively, and then it's just been shit.
It is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll be
shit
alright.
happens, but
Yeah.
yeah, we're here.
I still had a fun year, despite.
Oh, it's been good. It's been great. I've already achieved quite a few goals that I set out for the year.
Yeah.
I got those
Oh,
quite early
Must
on.
be nice.
So
Can't relate.
sorry, I need
Shut
to
up.
apologize. There's
Shut
for
up.
all the banging in the background. You guys can't hear it, but the listeners will be able to. I live with my mum, and they juggle plates and cutlery just for fun.
They do
so
what?
they just start juggling it and throwing it
Your
around.
mum,
so
in the circus.
apologies.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's what we do.
So,
here.
what are we
Shout
talking
outs.
about today?
I just wanted to ask you guys, I know what you guys have been doing, but not everyone has. So I guess we can just go down the list of what we've been doing the past 6 months. What about you, Tom? You you pretty much said it off the bat. You got deported. Do you wanna? Well, I suppose you shouldn't really elaborate, but
No, I'm not gonna. But
no, but you've obviously you've still been doing your usual stuff when you can, making videos.
yeah, I've been trying to make videos and change the way I make videos. But I'm not
You-
uploading yet until I'm cozy, and I'm just not.
No, you've
cozy yet.
Soon, though.
you've also dipped your toes back into streaming. I know you've not done much, but when you compare it to the last year, it's quite a big step. So
I
congrats.
attended a few
Better than
streams.
me. Yeah,
There
it's
was
good.
But again,
It's better than
a
me.
solid week.
Better than me. I went live
content
New
creation is
Year's.
one of those things where it's if you're not comfortable and you don't have the environment to execute everything properly, then it's
I get that.
kind of shit.
I get that at work. It's completely different, but I guess it's kind of similar. But when I'm in the office at work, I can just work. I can do my stuff. If I have to work from home or in a different environment, I'm
Yeah.
just on edge. Not on edge, but you can't really find your feet, and you just feel like you can't be as productive. So I kind of empathize with what you say there, because I'd be the same. I wouldn't get anything done.
Yeah, my biggest mistake was also I didn't really when I did have a place to live, I didn't really execute much in terms of streaming, even though I should have, because I was just oh, I'm gonna get ready, and then when I make IDFab, I'll start streaming. And now I'm at my mum's, the door opens all the time, and it's just
Yeah, I mean,
hard.
it's easy to be like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're always going to look back and
Hindsight's
kind
a
of take.
bitch.
And then I got
Yeah,
I got
totally.
dropped by my agency as well.
I mean,
'Cause
those
wasn't doing anything.
those things didn't really. I mean, has that affected you much? And what you can
Financially, yeah,
do?
massively. But
Hmm.
It doesn't
It gives you
matter.
more freedom, right?
Yeah, I will have more freedom once I get the ball rolling.
Because I guess like with an agency, like obviously with an agency, it's very much well, like how does it work? Like, do they just give you a sponsor and they're like, oh, you have to do this and that, and you have to do it in a certain way, and
Yeah.
the video has to be this long and X, Y, and Z.
Pretty much. Like it's less less controlling than what it sounds like, but you put that pressure on yourself because like the brands care, and then you won't get your money if you fluff it up. So, oh, did I say fluff? What's happening again?
I feel oh no. I feel like you're just on the
to reiterate,
cusp of.
Tom's got he's got a bit of a condition at the moment. So if you keep saying it's happening, it's his condition.
I feel like you're just
Nuzzles,
on the
very,
cusp
very
of like,
serious.
just getting started with what you want to do though.
Yeah, but I
Like,
feel like I've been like that since we stopped doing the
It's not a
hardcore
bad
Iron Man
thing.
group
though.
series.
You've been faced with a lot of shit to
Yeah.
deal
Yeah.
with, right?
Don't no bollocks. Don't make excuses for it. Tom, sort your life out.
Thanks, Dan.
Piece of shit.
Someone finally said it.
And Dan's always the voice of reason in this group.
Yeah.
When?
We're both 30 now, Tom. We can't act like pieces of shit anymore. We have
Yeah, Tom became. That's something that
responsibilities.
happened.
No, I don't
yeah.
want that.
Yeah,
Couldn't
Well,
myself
fuck me.
and
wait,
Tom
in
are
the
now old.
past,
Yeah,
we've all had our
we've had
birthdays in the past 6 months, haven't we? Yeah.
Not me, no.
Not Grant. Grant's
Wait,
October?
October.
Oh, okay.
Look at me
Yeah.
remembering shit.
Oh, well done, you.
Good pal, eh?
Scuff dad.
Yeah,
Scuff
Yeah.
dad, legit.
I look like a fucking dad nowadays. A hench dad, but nonetheless a dad.
Fuck. Daddy?
No.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Did you what like sort of what have you been doing in game, Tom? Obviously, you've like
Oh,
mentioned
I've
your
actually been
video
having a
stuff,
lot of
but-
fun on RuneScape.
On his own
Mm.
without us.
I've been doing
Am I allowed to say what you? The people probably like know or will have seen what IDFAP's done by the time they hear this, right? Am I like?
Tom's not uploading for another 3 months.
no, I think I'll be able to upload in like a week
Oh,
or
man.
two.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah,
So can I say the elephant in the room?
go on. I don't know what
No,
it is, but go on.
When you're like your IDFAP account and like you did a big thing recently.
You gotta sell it better than that.
Oh, like the challenge I did.
IFAP is back.
Basically, what I'm doing with it is that instead of staking my bank, I'm doing challenges, kind of like Gillenor games based challenges, but high risk. So basically, if I lose the challenge, I will get cleaned, and then if I win the challenge, I'll double my bank.
I feel like that would have always been such a good thing, but I guess you never really had to think about it with the jewelry and the
No,
thing,
the
because it
jewelry.
was
I just
so,
like the simplicity
one
of
and
it.
done. Yeah, but the challenges are better because when you go back to the jewel arena, it's like all this like massive build up over episodes and episodes leading up to a stake where the clip lasts like 30 seconds and it's a
I think the
50-50.
cool
Whereas
thing
these
is,
challenges, sorry, mate, you could like
no.
you can make a whole episode out of one challenge.
Yeah,
was
I
just-
can milk it a bit longer, especially. Yeah.
I was gonna say the cool thing is, and it's like pretty easy to say, but like it's different every time, as well. Like
Yeah.
it's so like people don't know what. I mean, I don't know how this series.
I
is
can
being-
say what the first challenge is because I've already like finished the challenge. But
Yeah.
I
on.
did 92 to 99 hunter with my cash stack in my inventory doing black chains.
Very cool. Ooh, the
Did he
potential.
die or did he not? Find out.
Find
on
out. Mba.
Twitch. Why am I saying
Dinos
Twitch?
in it, and Dinos
Oh,
like,
whoa.
that Gunschilli. And then
Wow.
yeah, I survive, or do I?
Or do I?
Yeah,
Is everyone a piece of shit to Dino?
I like that.
I love him actually.
I
Yeah,
don't
he's
mind
good.
His
it.
music taste is.
I don't mind
Shout
it.
out to Dino.
I don't
Don't
mind
mind
it.
it.
But I don't
Um,
mind it.
What about you, Dan? What have you been doing the past 6 months? I can think of one big thing.
In game.
Both, like whatever you want.
Alright, I got the Infernal Cape. Hooray!
Yeah,
that was the-
hooray!
Did you?
That was the main thing I wanted
yeah.
to
Got
say,
on.
but yeah,
And
that
then-
Oh,
was
he's all grown up.
I got the Callisto Cub.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
did
there
you?
you go.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
That's lovely. That. What'd you get?
I to be fair, like I've gone really dry everywhere. Is the honest answer.
No.
Like I've not had much luck. I know.
Moose
You had
Hut.
this
I know.
spell of like popping off. Like
But
obviously, you
I've
got
got a
your
little top
cape.
tab going.
Oh yeah.
I've kept it from the 1st of January
15 bill.
up until now.
Oh,
No, I'm gonna
Yes,
keep
nice,
it going
nice
to the
little.
end of the year, see how it goes, and
Hmm.
do the Twitter thing, like, look what I've achieved this year. Depression, and then just post a picture.
Your
We've said
drop
it
log's going to be
before.
more disappointing because Dan goes outside now.
Yeah,
It is a
boo.
bit fucking cringe, man. To be honest with you, I've been meaning to get this off my chest. Actually, now
Everyone
that
boo
you
him in the comments. Boo.
What?
Well,
I don't know what you want from me.
I want you to be the old Dan. I want you to be a nasty,
He's
grumpy
not changed
piece
to be
of
fair,
shit.
but it's funny to be like, "Oh, Dan's
Nah,
changed."
you're the exact same. It was when I said it in our Discord, and two could said it at the same time. I was like, "He's changed him." We just went around with it ever since.
It
Like,
was the zoo. It was the
changed you,
comment about
bro.
the zoo.
Yeah.
Dan went out to the zoo and he was like, "I saw a gorilla," and I was like, "What? What was it?"
you were like
Um,
making impressions or something. I was
I was
like,
beating my
Well,
chest.
it was something off of Tarzan. Gorilla.
but he was trying to be like dead cute with his girlfriend, and I was like, the old Dan wouldn't be at the fucking zoo. He'd be sat in his fucking room killing Cree, and it's just
Killing demonics.
No, we're
Nah,
happy.
but
for
I
you.
we're
still
very
do that,
we're
but
all,
It's good
it's
to
just
see.
it's
We're all
just
very
it's
happy for
really
you.
moderated. Like I've got a new job. I'll
Yeah.
probably get a play because I'm going to the gym now because I don't want to look like a fat piece of shit, and my missus leaves me for a better looking, more in shape man. Insecurities and that. Yeah, so I go to the gym now at least 4 to 5 times a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been a busy bee.
Happier and healthier, I'd say.
I think we've all had a busy.
Oh no, I've got something else. I've got something else. I've as of today, I am 2 weeks and 3 days and
Yeah.
4 hours without a cigarette.
Wow.
My fucking man.
I'm clapping, but you probably can't hear it. But it deserves a round of
Oh, there we
applause.
go.
That's
Are you
big.
shagging in the background?
Yes.
Oh no, it's happened again.
Oh no.
Oh,
The
no.
beast. Right.
No, that's big done.
Yeah, it was actually easier than like any other
Well,
time I've tried it. I don't know
maybe-
why.
Maybe in the next podcast, pause.
I'll have had the cigarette.
New Year's night 2024.
We will be able to have an update on how long you've not had a cigarette.
Cigarette.
Oh, let's
from
face it. If it's 6
then.
months from now, I'd definitely have had a cigarette.
No, don't say
I'm
that.
gonna buy 2 decks when it comes up to ScuffCon. I'm gonna chain smoke the shit out of them. But no,
My God.
I'm saving a fortune. It's like with the
Exactly, yeah.
prices they are at the minute, I'm saving like 60 quid a week.
It's a lot.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
You'll feel
crazy.
shit obviously at the minute. I mean, I don't smoke, so I
No,
can't speak
I
for
feel
you. But, like,
fine.
but you'll
I've got
feel even better though, right?
Yeah, I've got patches. I'm not
Yeah.
wheezy anymore, which
That's
is
me.
nice.
What does it
Um,
actually feel like when you go like an extensive period of like? Obviously, you take nicotine patches, as you say, but I imagine like the first 24 hours. It's
Okay,
like,
so there was one day that I had forgotten to bring one to work, and I realised halfway through driving to work, I was like, I sort of like itched my arm where my patch normally is, and I didn't feel
you
it.
didn't feel it.
And
yeah.
then that sinking feeling like set in. I was
Ruh-roh.
like, oh no,
Oh,
oh no, oh no. In the end, I bought a vape that had nicotine in it, but the vape that I've got at the moment, I get liquid that doesn't have any nicotine in, so it like breaks the habit up. Like if ever I feel like I want a cigarette, I'll just smoke that, and
Bro,
it's got no nicotine in it.
I bought.
But honestly, I wanted to rip someone's head off when I didn't have that patch on, but that was quite early on into giving up.
yeah, I can imagine you feel
Right.
like quite, irritated, and
I
like,
reckon I would have committed a murder.
it must fuck with your like, your brain, like chemicals and shit.
Grant, I think you're about to tell it. Were you about to say that you've put one on before and not being a smoker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
what
the
happened
sense
to you?
that
Because I just threw up everywhere.
I bought a blue raspberry vape, right? Because I'm really cool and I'm 6 years old, right? And I
This
wanted
is when
it
we went
because
to Glasgow.
no, this was like 3 weeks ago, right?
Oh, okay.
In Glasgow it was mango.
Watermelon's the best.
I bought it, right? And I don't smoke at all. Like I'm really good. Smile. And I sat and I soaked on that fucking vape all day. I was barely even inhaling, and I've never fucking felt so ill
Yeah.
in my fucking life. I hit a major whitey and just
It's
like,
because of the amount of
Jesus.
nicotine in it. Like you go lightheaded. So
mate, it
I
gave me
didn't.
like ulcers in my mouth.
Yeah,
I had to
I
tell
That
my
didn't
was
do
like
it.
mum.
me whenever I
It was at
tried
my
stuff.
friend's mum's one, and I put it on my arm for like 15 minutes, and then I felt so sick. And
So
I called my
ill.
mum. I was like, I think I've got to go to the hospital.
I felt
Oh
so
my god! If
nauseous.
you'd gone to the hospital because you put a nicotine patch on, I wouldn't.
Mate,
be your friend.
I was like 12.
The NHS is struggling, and you're doing.
They weren't when I was 12. We had Labour government.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this wasn't when I was 12. This was 2 weeks
I
ago,
weren't-
and I'm
I weren't
24.
born.
We had Anthony Blair.
Ooh, sudden. But yeah, so smoking's bad. Don't do it.
Real.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to impress women, then do it 100
Mm.
times
No,
over.
don't do
I
that.
don't
Mhm.
do drugs.
Yeah,
Not much.
good lad.
Good boy.
Yes, I'm
He's a good boy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else new.
Well, that's
got-
good, Dan.
I got a girlfriend. And that
Nice.
was
do,
it.
do better than most of us.
Healthier, happier.
What about you, Grant?
Uh,
You finished uni.
Hooray!
That's a big one.
A university graduate with a degree with honors.
Mm.
Yes, smile.
Wow.
I can't wait to not use
were
it
you,
and get a job in
um,
Greg's.
What were you studying? If you
I studied sports science and biomechanics, which is funny
that's
talk
what my
for.
that's what my oldest brother did.
Oh, stunning. But yeah,
Hmm.
it's funny talk for it. I can be a qualified physiotherapist, so I can like rub people.
Oh.
So that's pretty cool.
You
dear.
did
Probably gonna work in Tesco though.
that makes sense because someone was it Harry in Scuff the other week had an issue with his knee, and like you just came out of all this stuff, and I was like, how the fuck do you know that? I thought you were like memeing, but like obviously genuinely
Just faking it the whole time.
What I know anything
It's
about
like-
anything.
It's like when you're on Twitch and you say you have a problem, and suddenly everyone in your chat is a
He's
fucking
a doctor.
like,
yeah.
doctor and a fucking PhD.
Well, I told him when he asked me. I was like, I can give you advice, but I'm a fucking undergrad student who's getting a 2-2. Like, please consult an actual professional.
Yeah, I did say at the end. It was like, please see a doctor.
Yeah. But yeah.
So that's a big one. What about in game? Like you've mostly been pet hunting, right?
I'm a little pet hunter boy. That's me.
Yeah, I'm not happy with you still.
Why?
Oh God.
I've had how many pets have I had this year? I've had 1, 2, 3, 4.
Counting dupe.
Which ones are they?
Yeah. So I had Scorpio, which I got at 2x rate.
Oh yeah.
I got Cerberus, which I went 2.5x rate for.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Muffin, which I got Giga Turbo Nuclear Spooned at like 520 kc. And then I got. What else did I get? I got 4.
Rocky. You got dupe Rocky.
I got a Dupe Rocky, but that's like.
Didn't you
meh.
get? Wasn't there another wieldy pet? Because
Oh, I
there
got
was a
Callisto.
wieldy- Yeah, the
And I
wieldy.
went just
that
over.
week that everyone in Scuff Unit got a Callisto cub
Yeah.
apart from Matt.
I went just over rate
Yeah.
for Callisto. I went like 2.6k for Callisto.
Yeah, that was
I bet our opinions on that update have changed.
Yeah.
What the
'Cause
wieldy?
didn't we do the
wieldy
podcast just
updates.
as that came out?
I feel like it was like I don't even know if it was out there. I
I
think,
think it was
before, yeah.
before. I think it was
an update
before it.
that I initially fucking adored and has now become just awful
Bot-
due to bots. But yeah.
Bot Central.
No. I think it had come out because it was before our bingo, our last the bingo before.
It might just have come out then.
Yeah, it might have done.
But either way, I loved it on release. I made so much
Yeah, it
money
was
on it
sick.
on
Like,
It
release.
was
But
really good on release.
Well, I
it
didn't.
still
I
has
didn't
the
even-
potential.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
ruining it now.
it still has the potential to be good. It's just the bots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
and I'll come to this point later. Never mind. But yeah, I really enjoyed the start. I wasn't even killing the bosses. I was just fucking about in the wieldy.
I spent a lot of money on release on the new weapons, and obviously I'm expected to make a loss, right? I'm an idiot, right? So I can just tell you how much I spent. I spent 90 mil on the mace. I spent 110 on the bow, 50 on the scepter, and 390 on the Void Waker. So I'm expected to make a loss, like
So that's
more
what,
than
like
half a loss.
500 mil, 400 mil in the bin.
I
Yeah,
just
pretty
spat my
much.
tea out here in
But
mil.
just to hear the fact that I spent 50 mil on the Skull of Etion or whatever it is, the scepter, and it's now, is it sub 1 mil yet?
It's
Probably.
330k, mate.
200k.
Oh, no way.
No, on jar, it's 330k. I've got like
So
5 in my loot
I'm
tab.
currently on rune, like the Earth Sign Mace I bought for 90 is now a bosh, like 11 mil.
Big.
And the bow, the web weaver is
That's like
32.
32, yeah.
22.
Which was the price of the crawls before the update.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a joke, really, isn't it? Really, let me think about it. Void Waker. I mean,
Yeah.
I spent 380.
If
it's
there were
now
no bots, the Void
190,
Waker
but-
would be well over 200 mil.
I think it'll be
Mhm.
about 300-400 at the
How much is
minute.
it now? I bought one. For
It's
I've got it in my
190
hand right
and it's
now, I
gone
can
up
have a look.
because
Oh.
of Bounty Hunter.
Well, it's just
Yeah,
BIS
180
almost
180 right
everywhere,
now.
isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh yeah, and PBM, but like
mean, the
it
funny-
spiked back up because of Bounty Hunter.
It's always gonna happen, isn't
The funny
it?
part
Like,
about that though, that loss is I actually did make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, it's like
Pissed.
in my brain, I was like, okay, I'll buy the bow for 110. It'll probably sell at about 40. So I can make I don't mind making that kind of loss.
Mm.
But the fact that it's now the original price is fucking baffling. It's so crazy. These bots are everywhere. It's I don't know.
yeah, it's fucking ruining the game. But I think it's always gonna be a thing. Like you bring out this massive piece of content, and I feel like it's hard to keep tabs on it. Like they bring out one piece of content, and they bring out the next thing, and then the thing that
Nah,
got released
bollocks.
before is gonna be neglected.
They could just have someone hopping like for 9 hours a day. Surely that's what
Not
like
even that.
anti-cheat is, right?
Like, I'm not being funny. You look at the high scores, you look at the account builds,
Yeah.
it'll take you like you don't even have to hop worlds. You literally
No,
go
It's
through the
so
high score,
obvious.
like right click open new tab on the high scores and see the account builds. They're fucking like the accounts are just either hacked, which you can tell straight away, or they're just one defense,
Mm.
20 mil strength attack, 20
Yeah.
mil strength XP, 60 attack or whatever it is to equip the sign chain mace, and they've got like 6,000 fucking spindle kills. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there on my ult outside because I use it to like avoid PKs, which is immoral, but fuck it, it's the
Ah, it's
wilderness. I
not.
don't want to get PK'd.
It's not more.
And I'll right click and report them, and it says you've already reported this person, and this would be a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks on from my last time of being in the wilderness.
Yeah.
So nothing's been
Crazy.
done
It's the same
during
at
that
Bandos
time
too.
period.
Yeah, the fucking like the god PVM is
The god
And
PVM Bandos.
they're so
machines.
Half the
Mate, I'm
players in
looking
the
at
game are
the-
fucking bots anyway.
I'm looking at
so
the
what's
prices
point?
I'm looking at the prices of the Void Breaker piece right now, and out of the 3 bosses, which one would you say is the least bottable? They're all bottable. What would you say is the least?
RT and
Finn?
Callisto,
Definitely RTO, right?
Yeah.
which
it
is
can
why it's
fuck
the
you
most
up,
expensive by a
Let's have a
mile.
look at the prices here. So Void
I
Breaker
know 'em
Blade
already.
is Vetion,
Probably like
28 mil.
25, yeah.
What a
Void Breaker
surprise.
Gem, 47, which
Yeah.
means the remainder of the Void Waker all comes from the Hilt, which is 109 mil.
And
Oh
I've
my
got
God.
3 of them in my bank.
That's
It's like-
disgusting.
What is Callisto actually harder to bot?
It's just because I think there's. I
It
don't
does.
actually know.
This
It does
is
fuck
it,
everyone
and I'm
up.
going to go back to it. We said
It's
it
the
a couple of
it's
times
the
on
ice
the
ice
podcast.
mechanic, isn't it?
It's also
It's
chip damage
not.
as well.
It's the chip damage, and that's what
Yeah.
fucks bots up. And then you've got PVMers that are like, "Oh, we need bosses that give you that are skill based, and you can protect from all damage."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then every boss that they release like that's going to be botted into fucking
Yeah.
oblivion.
Pathing
It's the most bullshit fucking.
To be fair though, like pathing stuff is fun. Vetion's the most fun. It's like
Yeah.
fun left in a way.
I prefer
Bane's
it
the
out of
best
bosses,
one.
but yeah,
Most
I
fun
prefer it.
as a player, but
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
but
it's-
but
Yeah, it's
bots
just
also
botted
find it
to
fun.
oblivion.
I feel bad for
Terrible.
mains. Fuck all
Yeah, besides that's really all I've been doing, just pet hunting and
yeah,
yeah.
you've done a lot.
I mean,
I'm gonna say what I've been doing because this is my channel, and obviously people care what I do. Hi guys, lol. Well, to be honest, the main one was Infernal on my ultimate. That was like
I was so proud of you for that.
that's probably my like weirdly behind Max. Like Max is always a highlight for me, but the UIM cape was like such a fucking relief.
It was sick. Your UIM has come so far. It's so.
Oh no, and like well, I got the key. When was it? Like end of April, so fairly
Something
recent.
like that, yeah.
And between now and then, I mean, admittedly, like for the past week, I've not been playing too much. But
Hang
like,
on, when did you get the cape?
I want to say end of April
Right. Do you remember what you said to us before?
or end of March.
You was like, all right, I'm gonna
End
get
of
the
March.
cape, and then we're gonna play. We're gonna play together.
Okay, but I did briefly, and then I realized I had a
It's
potion
not just Alex's
crisis.
fault, to be fair.
Yeah,
Well, I know you're a lost cause, Tom. I had some faith in Alex.
I had
to be
a
honest.
potion crisis, and then bingo tied in, and then it all went a bit off the rails. But I'm a fucking gamer now, Dan. I've got the Basilisk jaw. I've got full Bandos.
I
You're
know.
actually like a fucking Chad now.
I do like
You just need to get
Personally,
a
I think you
fang.
should
I
just
need
just come to
BGS.
TOA already.
Well, I'm getting a BGS, and then I'll do that. But
Could
yeah,
you just
we've been
come
getting
TOA
it.
now?
Wait,
don't
you
need
still don't have a
BGS.
BGS?
No,
It's
I have.
not
I've,
even
You need
killed
shards.
Bandos.
I need shard 2 and a hilt.
Oh.
But yeah, like
Oh
I've not.
God, you don't want to know how
he'll
many
need-
hilts I've had in 500 kills.
You know, you've had a lot.
I've
But,
had a
yeah, I just like this is the thing with me. I get home from work and I'm like, I haven't really got the energy to do 9-0 Bandos because like it takes a bit of energy.
Right,
So
Bro,
I've
I
just,
don't fucking do 9
just been like doing
Fuck
like
that.
pest control because it's like passive prayer XP and I'm working on max.
If you have a
slowly.
resupply ult, 9-0 Bandos becomes so much more chill, because if you make a mistake,
Well,
you
I'm
just
an
step
Iron Man,
out.
so shut up.
I just shadow it.
Mm.
I don't have a shadow.
No, come
Um,
on, no.
Well,
Me
something
when the
could
sun
change
is at a
that.
certain angle.
I also got
You're a loser.
just gonna reiterate that the beaver pet. I didn't get an actual beaver because no bitches, but I did get a virtual beaver in game on my main.
No, stunning.
That was a big one. Now I'm cooking anglerfish as we speak on my main.
Oh,
So
lovely.
200 mil cooking.
Are we all
'cause
playing RuneScape right now?
Fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've done
always.
4 fire capes on task. I don't want to talk about how many Slayer points I used during bingo.
I've got bingo.
No, I will say
I-
I did Wildy Slayer for a month, got 4,500 points, and then spent 4,400 points to get an occult necklace, which was a tile, only to not get the drop.
Tragic.
I'm killing
Yeah,
corp right now.
I was not a fan of.
Nice.
Well, I enjoyed the bingo as it was, but I did not enjoy my RNG.
I enjoyed the bingo, but all I had to show for it was big.
I enjoyed the
facts
bingo.
and a
I
sword.
lost money.
I went
I
played
lost
at least 50
supplies.
hours.
I didn't get anything. 'cause
I went
played on my
fucking
UIM,
turbo
which was
giga
dumb.
nuclear
Well,
like dork hard and got nothing to show for it, but I had fun.
Same. Oh, same. Like the thing is, I was gonna play on my main, then I got the UIM cape, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking gamer. Let's do this shit on my UIM, and that's the worst thing I've ever done. Never doing that again.
We got
That's
the
all
merch.
I did was 2-tick fucking bass. No, that's all I've really been doing. Nothing too major. Not even IRL. Just kind of like dawdling along, but fine. We're allowed to.
Is that a term for short people walking?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, slowly working on maxing the and then I will start making videos, and the videos are gonna look so out of place on my channel.
What, like
It's-
progress videos?
Yeah, like
I
not
didn't-
progress, but like
I'd enjoy that.
I basically just want to like max the UIM and then make a collection log / like, kind of like Tom's, but I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm gonna
Inconsistent.
finish. Shut up. I'm not gonna go out my way to do these collection log things that I don't enjoy. I'm just gonna be like playing
How
like
you would.
as a max.
It's just
UIM.
it's just a
how I
post
would.
max series, right?
And then that, and then the collection logs and the CAs and all that shit just kind of comes with it. as a bonus.
Completionism.
It would just be me
Ah.
enjoying the game as a stupid UIM and just.
I
like,
liked completionism.
Just and just
It's
kind
still
of.
there,
Like,
bruv. I'm just.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like stopping.
I
it
like
forever.
Nah,
teaching
it's
people
good for
about
skilling.
UIM.
Well, I like completionism. Then.
And I like showing off dumb, obscure methods. So.
You got me hooked for about a week,
be a
to
lot.
be fair, and then
You
I
got me.
Well.
stopped. I just
Oh, what
didn't have the
UIM?
time. Yeah, I didn't have the time.
Am I the only one in this group that's ever played an Iron Man?
Yeah.
You
You
played the group Iron
That,
Man
that
apart
was
from
in 3
apart from a
weeks.
group Iron Man. They what? No. A few weeks.
Yeah.
Off me. It was like 2
a
months.
few minutes.
Show us in
No.
gameplay time. Get it up.
I mean, I'll have you know, I got 178 quest points on my hardcore without dying.
Well done.
Huge.
Excellent.
Like, I'm rubbish at Iron Man, alright? Fucking off me. Like.
So we had I'm just looking now on the old school website. The wilderness boss rework was actually on the 27th of Jan. So that our last podcast would have been before that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um
wow.
so we had that, and then Desert Treasure 2 started kind of making its appearances.
Very excited.
Was well, Tom, you've actually play tested that. Have you
So
played
go ahead and
tested
tell
it
us
twice?
NDA,
Tell us
NDA,
everywhere.
NDA,
But
NDA.
basically, there's this.
Yes, NDA.
Go on.
But
Yeah, no, I have. I'm going back there in 2 weeks as well to
Ooh.
do it again.
That sounds really fun.
What do you mean? It is fun. They're really good.
Nah, it'll be sick.
You could put them together and it could be like its own raid, or
That-
like somewhere between a raid and God Wars bosses.
That wasn't what I was getting at, by the way.
Oh,
I was getting at what I messaging the group anyway.
oh yeah. But
yeah,
yeah,
it does sound really
it's,
fun.
how do you know, Dan? No, I'm really excited for it. Like
Because I'm jealous.
I've always looked at Desert Treasure. I was like, man, Desert Treasure 2 would be sick. And
I'm
Yeah.
buzzing for this.
I know
update.
nothing
There's two
about the
updates
quest,
I'm buzzing
though.
for.
and that, like
Oh no,
I'm
you've just,
kind of
like,
more
kind of
excited
seen
for the quest than the bosses, even though the bosses are really
Yeah.
fun. It's like I know the
New
quest.
I am
quests.
too.
What was the
gonna be good.
last like? What was the last
Secrets of the
big
North.
quest we had?
Oh, the big quest.
Song of the
Define
Elves, or
big.
Dragon Slayer 2.
It would have been Song of the Elves.
I
That was, like,
consider
the
Sins
big
of the
one.
Father to be like.
Yeah, I really wish they'd picked
I've-
that up first.
I feel like more kind of like story driven.
Vampire quests are sick, but the Sins of the Father was essentially our version of not Darkness of Hallowell. There's another one. I can't remember the name, but
Dick.
Blood Run Steep, is that it?
no, that's the finale. But yeah, it's yeah a version of one of RuneScape 3's one. But yeah, the Vampire quest one's sick. But I'm very excited for this DT2 because I love this story. It's one of my favorites. So.
The rewards seem well. What are we getting? We're getting
The new
Yeah, power
prayer
creep.
book,
Virtus.
Virtus and the new Bis
I
rings.
don't think I think no one really knows what the rewards are anymore.
They've not
Yeah,
talked about
I'm
it for
pre-
months.
They've gone quiet.
Have they
on
not
them,
said
haven't they?
anything?
No.
No,
They've
Because I
gone-
kind of know what they're planning to do now.
You can't say that, India.
Well, no, I can.
No.
But I'm not.
can't.
But like, no. If you just think about how everyone's feedback on the prayer book, right? Like, no one likes it.
It's quite negative, yeah.
Well, the fucking.
They're definitely going to change it.
I think that BH being released how it is kind of is telling of what's going to happen. Like with the prayer book, like that prayer book is full of like overheads and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's kind
It's confusing, isn't it?
of
Just
yeah.
to put into
There's no way. That's,
perspective,
The new prayer book I found I tested it a little bit on the beta worlds. It's like
Yeah.
fun in the sense that big number equals dopamine, and we all like to do damage. But like, and maybe this is just part of the fact we weren't used to it yet because we've all developed a decade of muscle memory of where the current prayers are.
Yeah,
but,
that's the thing. Isn't it?
It's just the fact that it was so. I found personally, I think we all agree, it was just so fucking all over the place.
Yeah.
It was like I was trying to do like a tob with it, and it's like I probably could have got quicker times with the old spellbook.
You
purely
had
based
to
on the
like
fact
stop
that-
and like hover your mouse over like,
Yeah.
what does this one do? Like
But I don't know.
that's another
we'll
thing
have
as
to see.
well, is like we're so accustomed, like Grant said, like muscle memory wise, and just
Yeah.
knowing these prayers like the back of our hands. You could probably go into a prayer book now, close your eyes, and like
Yeah,
click the
100%.
prayer you want.
The thing about it's a decade of muscle memory, but it's like it goes back further than that because even old RuneScape 3 players from back in the day, like they have that muscle memory. Even the curse book from back in the day, it was
Mm,
still built like the current prayer book in the terms of where everything was. So like everyone just it's been the same for like 15 years. and now all of a sudden we're rearranging it almost. Like for example,
Yeah,
like, the fucking protection prayers were like near the top and shit, and it was like
yeah, it's weird.
it was odd.
It went really quiet. I mean, obviously, like you said, there was the beta worlds, and people got to playtest these prayers.
It was funny
ver-
seeing like Nex getting one hit.
Yeah, I was
did
gonna
like
say
the
very,
one hit thing. Yeah,
very quickly. People like, was it even bugged or was it just like calculated incorrectly?
it was bugged in the sense, yeah, it was the game was doing what it was supposed to do, but it was like something to do with like you would go to Vorkath or someone to get poisoned. Oh, I can't remember. Basically,
Yeah,
like it
what
calculated
did the
your
prayer
poison.
actually do? Was it like you get poisoned and you kind of like
It would do a percentage
give
of your
back a
poison back.
percentage? Right.
But I think because of what the bug was doing is it was making it look like the poison damage that you were meant to be taking was like in the millions.
Yeah, you
So,
you were like rolling billions of damage.
So when you would
hit
hit, you would just one hit everything. Yeah.
I've always wondered what.
If you haven't
happened
seen
they
Will's
put
video
death
on that.
darts in.
Hmm?
I was always wondering what would happen to old school if they put death
Touch
darts in.
darts.
Oh my god.
Ah, good old
Oh
days,
god,
man.
the one hit dart. I remember because like I don't remember the other items were, but you got these 4 special items. I took one of each. I don't know what the fuck they did.
Nah,
There
I
was like
went
some
all
like
in on
they were like
darts.
yeah, because you were smart. I wasn't. I picked one of each, and I saw one of them as a dart, and I was like, oh, I can kill anything. Do you know what I chose to kill?
What'd you
Probably
kill?
knowing you a cow.
King Black Dragon.
Oh, you rinsed him, mate. Get a visage, yeah?
So it was like I was like fucking 10. I was like,
150
what
U
big
logs.
scary boss? Oh my god, KBD! Holy shit! I've never killed this boss.
Nex was the main one because you would
Yeah.
like people used to line up at Nex. There was like a queue because like because you couldn't if everyone clicked the boss at the same time, everyone's dart would get wasted, and it was just based on PID. So
Well,
people used to
that's
sit
the
in
old.
a
No one
queue.
does that shit anymore. Fucking Big John Dick with his 89 ults with fang kits are gonna line up and be like, don't get that shit anymore. So yeah, we've had DT2. Sailing. What was
yeah, let's go.
what about the new skills? Because obviously when was that pitch? It was like
What did we all
March?
vote for?
I
I
voted
voted
sailing.
sailing.
Taming.
Okay,
But now that
interesting.
I've seen
I voted...
parts of sailing, I think it's the right decision. That sailing
why did
is
you
the
vote
one.
taming, Tom?
It's like animals,
he's
don't
a
I? Like we
furry.
would have had more animals in the game, and that's what I care about. I never wanted a new skill
We're
anyway.
getting
That,
more
that
animals.
looks like it's coming based on some of the tweets I've seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Capybara.
As soon as I saw that, tagged Mina in it.
Interesting.
Wait, what did you-
I voted shamanism. Which is...
Yeah, I was gonna say you were. I didn't like shamanism. I'm just gonna
Get
say
that
it felt a bit
voodoo
Fortnite-y.
Yeah, I didn't.
You
like
know, I didn't want to wear bandos with like the
No, no.
fucking roots of a magic tree.
I'll tell
wrapped
you what, right? So when it comes to shamanism, I felt it was the most skill of them all in the sense that it was like gathering and doing stuff. In terms of the invention aspect, I'll be honest, I wasn't overly keen. The reason I voted for it is because I felt, although I really love the exploration idea of sailing, and I'm completely on board with it now. But hey, see what I did there?
Hey.
Is the fact that I think they've explained it like yesterday. Actually, I need to go watch it, but in my brain, I just couldn't fathom how the fuck do I train sailing.
Yeah.
Like I just couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Like the idea of just fucking skirting about the sea, going, I don't know. But no,
Construction on boats. Let's go.
But yeah, the invention aspect, I'll be honest, I wasn't keen on because it was one of the things in RS3, although it did wonders for the economy. I hated how much it complicated combat.
I think the way sailing will be trained, I mean, that's just what I think, but I think it'll kind of be a mix between construction, as Dan said, in the sense that you can upgrade your ship and you get XP.
Oh, dude.
That. And then, like, kind of like farming. So, like, you go all the way to this place and you do a thing and you gather a bunch of XP, like, in the 10Ks.
I'm buzzing for sailing now. Genuinely, I am.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
I'm
the
really
reason,
excited for it.
The reason why I voted it is because had the most potential. I was kind of thinking like what would come after you've maxed
It
the
has
skill.
endless potential.
Yeah,
You're
because like you
yeah.
get 99 taming and then what? You get 99 shamanism, then what? Whereas if
Yeah,
you get
no, you're
99
right.
sailing, you might have just unlocked like this cool fucking underwater
Dude, they
raid
could
somewhere.
they could lock a raid behind it. They could lock
Yeah.
slayered bosses behind it. They could lock new
Exactly.
farming patches. Everything. Like, yeah, totally.
It has endless like
It gives you
potential,
a
and that's
reason to
what
train the skill by
Yeah.
doing
To
like
be
what
fair,
Grant said.
when I said I voted shamanism, I actually voted for both because it was two, right? You could vote for like
Yeah,
which
your
ones you wanted to
favourite.
refine and what was the favorite. So I voted shamanism as my favorite, but I voted for sailing and shamanism to be refined. So to be honest, I got what I wanted. Really, I would have taken either of them. Taming, although I don't know, man. Like when Tom speaks about the animals are sick. It's just the skill itself seemed a bit dry.
It
but
just
that's
seemed
me.
a bit
Yeah.
like me sit on monkey. Now what? I'm sat on
Yeah.
this monkey.
Give me a pet capybara though. I'm down.
But so many skills are like that if you think about it. Like
For
if you-
sure,
what-
100%.
What is agility even doing?
What's fire making?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but
totally.
Like,
it's hard,
everyone
isn't
just
it?
wants
Because these
endless run
skills
anyway.
were made in 2007 and before.
New skills now have to be almost like expansions.
Yeah.
Like for example with RuneScape 3, they just announced necromancy, right? Which is
Yeah,
I'm
I've
not going to go
seen
into
that.
it in too much detail, but it's like it's a new combat style for them, which is like huge. But like when it's coming out with an entire story based around it. It's coming out with like 8 quests and like this new world and stuff. Back in the day, they released fucking fire making. Lads, you can burn logs now. I was it.
Yeah.
Back then,
That was,
everyone
you know, do you know what I mean? So it's like with
everyone was
sailing,
like fucking pogging off because
Yeah,
they could
with
like
sailing-
use up all their U logs they've accumulated.
100%. So with sailing, it's like it's almost like it's an expansion, right? It's like we're
Mhm.
visiting new places and stuff. That's what a new skill has to be now, or it's never
And it
gonna
kind
pass
of,
the poll.
in a way, combines every other skill into one.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're going to be doing like a bit of Slayer, you might be doing some farming, construction. Who fucking knows? I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it. But yeah,
Like, when I had a bit of a poddy take when the new skills were pitched. I was like,
Oh.
it's fucking, this isn't old school anymore. I don't like it. But, you know, I've just
I think
kind
that
of.
was his exact words, weren't it?
It was actually during this little grump I had. I was watching Curtis, and the guy came in his chat and started speaking about it. And Curtis was like, "Well, if you think about it, if you're maxed, you've done every other skill already. If we get one more skill, you just focus all your time into that and
This is
you
it.
get
Yeah.
it done in like a week."
Yeah, I was gonna say a month.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
legit month.
So yeah, a month. But like, you know, it like no, like you've already done all the hard work, so it's gonna be
Yeah.
like nothing.
I find it
And
interesting.
that just kind of made me went, yeah.
I find it interesting of how much we agree on some things, Tukin and Tom. Actually, I don't know. I feel like our RuneScape opinions are so vastly different, just because of like if it was my choice, I'd have pre-OC back, which I know
Unless you
everyone
didn't
hates.
say my name there.
Because I think we agree on a lot, Dan.
Nah,
I think
fuck
me and you have
don't-
this.
No, I don't.
We
Like, I don't know.
we all have different. I'd say
Lad,
you
so
and Dan.
I-
You and Dan have the most similar playstyles. Grant and Dan, and then
Sure.
me and Tom. It
I
kind
think
of
that-
like we're serious but quirky.
I
and we
think
just
it's
do
what makes
silly
us.
things.
I think it's what makes us a family.
Oh.
Yeah, it's what makes us a good GIM group. Can we do it again, please?
Absolutely fucking not.
Actually, I think about it all the time.
Oh, I'm me. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Same, but don't expect anywhere near the levels of playtime I'd put in last
No, I
time.
don't give a fuck about that. I just want to have fun with the boys.
We could generally just log on to them. I was looking at the
We could
stats
just-
the
yeah,
other day, and
and
I was
We
like,
just make
what
one
the
and not
fuck?
make content.
We could just
like,
start
we just
botting
fuck
on them as
about
well, because they don't give a shit about that, do they?
What's that?
Just start botting on them.
Just
Just like, yeah, we need
Oh
some
my
seed. We
god,
just turn on a
content
bot.
creator wants botting. Oh my fucking
Wow.
Reddit.
Everyone does it. Well, actually, it's probably. I reckon the
No,
whole
they don't.
botting
They
problem
do
is just
account
like 5
services,
people
Tom, remember?
just running
it's not
empires of
botting.
bots.
Ooh.
It's not botting, it's account services.
All that.
It's just
I've just
automated.
thought of a topic that might get my head chopped off. but I think
Yeah, I
I'll
was literally
pass-
just about to move on to
Go on,
that.
what
Go
is
on.
it?
There's
Is
been
it
a
you-
lot of drama this year, isn't there?
Drama topics, yeah.
Well, not drama, but might not be
Yeah,
what
it
you're
fucking
thinking
is.
of.
Everyone wags.
It might not. Yeah, okay, true. But this might not be what you're thinking of. It's only because I've just seen Sebe made a video on it. Because Sebe makes like ramble videos.
Mm.
He made one recently about it. What do you guys think of like these like Iron Man services where you can pay to get guaranteed purple?
I think it's
chambers.
I think it's laughable,
Don't
but
care.
I don't care. But I think it is like
I
Iron
think
Men are
it's
just a laughing
fucking
stock right now. I'm
stupid.
sorry.
Oh, you're too. I mean, I can't really have an opinion because I'm just such a fucking main account. So
I
it's
know,
like,
but like to me, an Iron Man is you start from scratch and you work your way up to the end game. On this, you can go as a level 20
and get
and
ancestral.
get a guarantee. Exactly. Like where's the fun
I've
in
been
that?
watching.
You know?
I
Like,
mean, Lake's been through it. He's done a load of
Yeah.
like grinds for hardcores.
I see it on
But
Twitter,
yeah,
and I just
I
see
go
it,
on
and I'm
Twitter
like,
each day, and I see, oh, he's got a new purple. What's he got today? Oh, he's got a full ancestral ready.
I'm just
Okay, it's been a
like
week.
people can call me fucking grumpy and like,
Nah, I don't think you
boring,
are.
but
And I
like,
would.
what's
It's
the
just
fucking
it's just
point?
funny.
He's
It-
obviously like
I-
these people are paying through the nose for that though.
I
Yeah,
would
there's,
call
it's
you
like there's money
grumpy.
behind. They're not doing it for free. Like you
I
can.
I
you
would
know.
call you grumpy if you were actually like not making sense. But in this sense, it's like I feel like if you're playing an Iron Man, surely the whole appeal of the Iron Man is the Iron Man,
Yeah,
right? Like it's the fact that like
It's
oh, I
not.
get
It's
to
a.
do this
They
myself.
think it's a flex now. That's the thing. Like items are
Yeah.
now a flex, but if you're just buying them, then
Band
it's not
also
a
on an
flex,
Iron
is
Man
it?
was a flex in 2015, 2014.
It's the same with.
like,
it's the
not-
same with some. It's the same with GMs in a way.
yeah.
Like obviously, a lot of GMs you have to actually like be pretty good, but
Yeah.
you
The
can
game's
just
gotten
cheese
very.
stuff.
The game's gotten really elitist, but not elitist.
Yeah,
Like
I don't care.
back
There's
in the
only
day,
there's
back
only
in the day-
one GM that I sort of respect, and that's
back in the day,
Muzz.
it was elitist but toxic, and now it's just kind of like, oh look at me, I'm a level 2 with a fucking twisted bow. Like,
Yeah, it's boring,
Yeah.
innit?
The thing is,
Gingerbeardy, man.
it's laughable though. Like
yeah.
when like Gingerbeardy did on his, I thought it was fucking hilarious because like it is just kind of funny, but
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
entertaining to watch from a distance. But I feel like the whole building your own account and going on your own path thing is just dead now.
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah,
been dead for
which
like
is sad.
4 years.
it's
Yeah.
sad, yeah. Because again, people probably call me soft.
Like
and sappy
I'm
for it,
only
but
impressed
that's,
with
like, the
Iron Men
point,
who
that's
I
what
know
appeals.
now. Like if I see a random
Yeah.
Iron Man in the
Ouch.
GE with like a Fang
Couch.
kit and a Zuck helm, I'm not impressed. But if I
No.
know who did it, then I am.
It changes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you kind of have to ask the question every time, and it sounds really pathetic. But like, did he boost this? Did he boost that? Did he buy this? Did he buy
Yep.
that?
But
it's
it's
just
not
such a massive part
yeah.
of the
It's
game
not like I really care, but I do think that it's only gonna get worse, and then they'll have to do something about it.
Probably.
It's like when I saw Tom at the GU and Infernal Cave, I was like, wow, what a fucking loser, he bought that.
Account services are so cringe. Like the fact that like someone can log into your account and like do fucking 70 thieving for you. Like, bro,
It's
like, you're
like,
playing the wrong
Why
game.
are you playing the game?
Why
at
are you
that
playing
point?
RuneScape?
Yeah,
I don't
like,
understand. Like, bro, play God of War. Like,
I don't. Do you know, I
don't
honestly think, I actually think that services are more moral than boosting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really feel like someone doing XP for you isn't as immoral as getting cheesed a Fang kit,
I agree.
because one's grinding and
Yeah.
the other one takes skill.
The other one's guaranteed, yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
No, you're
Like,
right.
I don't know where to draw the line on these things really, because I don't particularly mind
I'm just
anymore. But
surprised, like, I'm surprised it's allowed.
the
to
whole
happen,
the whole
but
s-
you know
the whole
what?
stress
You know,
over
so
like
much has happened
clients
on this
though,
game. Oh fucking.
is crazy. Like the whole stress over clients and like, oh my god, people can do hard mode TOBs easily now because of the clients, and everyone's stressed out over them. We all made it a thing for them to be like, oh yeah, just get pickles to log on your account.
Yo, can you get
And
me
take
Pickles'
you
his
through,
fucking Discord, bro?
Take you through a whole thing. Don't get me wrong, I like
Pickles.
Pickles. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, shout out Pickles for real.
For legal
He's
reasons,
really
I'm not
good
going
at
to say his real
Permaplane.
name, but you know,
Pickles.
you can just get Pickles to do it for you, and he'll make a couple bill a week probably,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
buy a
wow.
load of items, make the item go up a bit more in price,
Fucking
and then make even more
Pickles.
money.
It's just caught onto me.
Pickles the game.
Yeah, I just like the title of Sebe's thing was like, is this damaging game integrity? And of course it is, but it's like you
Game
said,
integrity
game
is
integrity went out the window years ago.
Yeah, it has,
so
yeah.
it's-
I think it only damages game integrity
Well-
on Iron Man accounts. Apart from I don't know, maybe like login services are slightly different, but things like in-game boosting, for example, like that's been part of MMOs for like ever.
Oh,
The
yeah.
idea that you can carry your mate doing, I don't know. But
Thing is, like,
on
this is
an
all
Iron
gonna
Man, it's
make
different.
this is all gonna make Mod Matt K look right. You
I
know
mean,
when
he
he's like,
kind of is
well,
on
the thing is,
something.
Don't tell
we need
Grannt,
custom
no.
account builds, and what you should be able to pay Jagex 50 quid for your own servers, and it's gonna happen because of that slippery slope of morality. Things will get more immoral, people will get frustrated, and then eventually you'll be able to pay Jagex to have your own little server, and then you can show off in your own little way. People
Yeah.
just love to show off on this game at any cost. And that's the
People
problem.
like to be
I think I've
special.
really become like, I still care. I love the community. The community's fucking awesome, but I've become kind of desensitized and like drifted away from it because of all that. And now, like Tom said, I only really care about
The
like
boys.
my
If your mates
friends
do it,
and their
yeah.
achievements.
No,
yeah.
I
We're
I just
having
do-
fun in our own bubble, and that's the
Yeah.
great thing
Yeah.
about it.
I just do my own thing now, and I
Yeah.
just worry about what I'm doing.
It's
I
the
don't
same-
fucking like people say to me, "Oh, are you doing this method and that method?" And I'm like, "No, I'm
No,
just
yeah,
doing what
no.
I know."
It's the
and
same
having
with like
fun."
streaming and stuff though. Like I only watch my friends. Like,
yeah,
really, I don't like drift really from this bubble that we have. Obviously, there's
No.
not everyone.
like back in the
part of
day,
Scuff Unit,
like
yeah.
you know, you guys remember when Curtis got his like. It was Sig and then Curtis. They were the first two Iron Men to get a sigil, and like it was everyone in the queue. Everyone pogged the fuck off because it was like, holy shit, an Iron Man has
It's
got a
not there
sigil.
anymore.
And now that's gone. You don't feel that sense anymore. Like you see a fucking level 20 with a hardcore, level 20 hardcore with a T-bow, you're like, oh,
Pretty normal.
Cool.
Yeah.
yeah. Like if that happened back in, like if that happened, imagine that happened in 2017. That'd be fucking
Yeah,
sick.
but like you gotta think like content like that. The game's been figured out, mate.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like things like that aren't an achievement because people have done like thousands and thousands of. There's all these
Yeah.
videos out like of how to like 9-0 fucking one tick flick like
was
like
having-
stand here like at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
each piece of content has been out for so long that the player base is just too smart and like
I was having this conversation with some of the lads in Scuff, and like I remember we were just chatting about nostalgia and just like the best things that happened in the game. And the one thing I remember was the Inferno release because it was just like hopping
so
around
good.
streams and stuff. And then they made the point, and originally I kind of like headbutted with them against it, like no, you're wrong, this is not true. And they were like, they thought essentially that something like that will never happen again. And I was, oh no, of course they can make an update that's really hard. But actually, the more I think about it, they actually can't.
Yeah, I was-
Everything will
I
get
was-
solved in
I was
a
thinking
week.
like,
Shall I tell you the reason why?
Why?
It's clients. It's true tile pathing, setting up markers. All of that
Yeah.
makes the game.
it's so helpful.
It makes it so helpful to do all the content
Yeah.
that Jagex have to now consider it.
No,
Like,
you're
during
right.
the playtest, we could playtest on Runelight, but like,
Needs didn't.
yeah, well, you
What you
could like.
say.
I can't say because I'm kind of spoiling the mechanic of a boss
Yeah.
if I say. But let's just say
True.
like, pathing's important for some of these things, and like it's gonna be so much easier if you have your true tile on
True
that you
tile,
don't have
yeah.
to figure out anything for it.
No,
you
you're-
can just
you're right.
like kind of yeah.
Right, write that down. Write that down, boys.
You move in the boss fight.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
like knowing
Yeah.
where you exactly are is going to be helpful for some things, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's fucking clients.
No, you're
Fucking
right.
clients.
But that's the thing. Like
Again,
we're
like,
playing old school
can't
RuneScape
complain about-
Hyper Super X now. We're not playing old school RuneScape. We're playing like we are playing a
one.
modded version of the game. Really,
Mm-hmm.
that's like
Oh, 100%.
they're just gonna,
playing
and that's
playing
why
Fortnite,
bosses
ladies
are
and
like
gentlemen.
oh yeah, you're gonna be able to hit your max hit on this heart thing that you've taken adrenaline to DDS spec it like 10 times kind of thing.
I'm
Like-
currently killing Jad with one hand on my penis. Back in the
Thanks,
day,
Dan.
like you'd be shitting your pants, like shaking like a leaf, and like now I'm
Yeah.
180 degrees, fucking reclined.
Is that how you killed
Still
Zuck
not
as
getting,
well?
still not getting the pet. Now it's a fucking mess, mate.
Same.
I'm just gonna gamble it for the cape for the pair. You're not lucky, alright. Yeah. Carry on, sorry.
Well, on one hand, game integrity and all that's out the window, but on the other hand, we have fun and we stick to our little group. And I love the community. The community's fucking fantastic. But
Sometimes, yeah.
sometimes, but yeah, I mean, it was always going to happen. It's inevitable with any
What a
MMO
day.
game. So
What
yeah.
a
Have any of you played Bounty Hunter? That's like the most
Uh,
recent thing.
I went in for 10
I've
minutes and then
watched
left.
a lot. PvP isn't my shit. Like, I do want to like grind out some of the kits. Like, I'll just force myself through it.
Mm.
But no, I'm not doing it just yet, just because I'm just not.
Oh,
in the
sorry.
right
I'm gonna be
headspace.
honest. Brain lag. What did you ask? Sorry.
Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter.
Oh, BH. I loved it. I still do like it. I'm not a PKer. I'm rubbish at it. But I got 2 kits out of the way. I got the hammer kit and the claw kit because that's all a really
I haven't
PVMer
actually
needs.
played it yet. I'm like
I
the most
really enjoyed it.
not
think
to
you
like
should go
toot my
do
own
it.
horn, but I'm like the
I
most
went out,
PK-y
right?
here.
I literally
and
went
I haven't
out
done
with a
it.
Void Waker and just fucking clap cheeks, and that's all I did. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. It's even better
Yeah.
now because obviously now you can't get rushed at spawn and all that kind of stuff, and you can skip on scullers and shit. But I don't know, it's really good. I just
I just
hope the
like seeing it
PKers get
active.
something.
Like,
Yeah,
obviously I haven't done it. The only way I see it now is through scrolling through the devs channel and just seeing like in those screenshots all the white
It's-
dots there
it's
in the
one of those
PvP area.
things-
It brings back good memories of like
it does
the
remind
game
me
being
of like
alive.
2008, right? 2009,
Yeah.
with the original career.
Whether it'll
I will-
last, I don't know, but at least we have it.
I will say it's one of those updates where if it didn't benefit me, and by benefit me I mean the ornament kits, right? Because I wouldn't have played it, and I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't have played it because I'm not a PvPer, PKer, fucking hell. But the fact that I did, and
We
then fucked
keeping
around
you
with
up,
it
mate.
for a bit, was a lot of fun.
Sorry.
So my advice would be give it a bash because
Yeah, I'll give it, like-
it is good fun.
Should we talk
Once
about
again.
football?
Sure.
If you want, you can talk about. I don't have much to say because I don't know ball, but
Well, me and Tom.
Take the
There goes
floor.
our viewer retention.
Yeah.
If you made it this far in the podcast, thank you so much for listening thus far. Smash like.
And if you're leaving, piss
If
off.
you're an
off
Arsenal fan,
yeah.
sorry about what's about to be said.
all I know about football at the moment is the funny stadium in the back gardens. Luton.
Oh yeah.
Literally 20 minutes down the road from me.
No-
It's an
Yeah.
absolute
No town.
shithole.
We were speaking about it at work, and obviously I don't chime in with football chat at work, but I just heard like stadium in back gardens. So I was like, okay, so I googled it. And I was
Funny,
going
innit?
Google Maps. I was
Right.
like, what the fuck is this? It's
You
hilarious.
can picture it,
Yeah.
but now you got to think how bad it fucking smells as well.
Oh, God,
It's,
yeah.
it's honestly a shithole.
You been there?
I have been there once.
You're an Arsenal
I tried
fan,
to get a
aren't you?
ticket there once
Yeah.
and
No, not you.
couldn't get one.
I know you're an Arsenal fan. I mean, Turkin.
Like at heart, because of family and all that. Yeah,
Sure. Fair
He's
enough.
a fake.
pretty much. I just don't get involved.
I mean, Tom had a great year.
So- Mhm.
Was that your footy talk, Dan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
that
move
was it.
on.
All right, amazing.
Yeah.
Welcome
Anyway.
back, everyone.
So glad you continued listening.
What else is there's not. What's the next thing coming out? Is it just-
Forestry could not
Oh, yeah,
give a
fucking
fuck.
Forest.
Yeah, right. So I
It's gonna be good.
saw. Was it yes? It might have been
was
yesterday's day before. A news post went out and it mentioned forestry. And I was like, I don't even know what's happening, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna read.
You can beta
Isn't
test
it-
it
And
on Wednesday, right? Or something.
Isn't
I
it
had-
just woodcutting?
Yeah, I had to go through the past like 4 dev blogs to like actually gauge what it was, because I didn't have a fucking clue. All I was reading was you can brew some fancy tea, and you can like
You
go
love
and
tea.
help you can ward off poachers. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Can you
It
explain
sounds
it?
like a new
'Cause I don't
skill
know
in, like,
either.
when you're saying
But it
that.
just, but I've
Let
heard
me
it's
find
good.
the wiki page
from a good
because
source.
it's summed up on the. I think
you got to give Jagex credit though. They don't really miss. Actually, I think the smithing update was crap.
Oh, Giant's Foundry.
Yeah, I
I
thought.
think it was good for Iron Men.
Yeah, but it wasn't fun like the other ones, like Fish Boss.
It was in
You
Guardians
like
of the
Fish
Rift.
Boss, don't
And
you?
and Guardians of the Rift is also good.
Guardians of the why?
Yeah.
I don't want to sit and just talk about Guardians of the Rift, but like Guardians of the Rift hit so hard for no reason. No
Never
one
done it.
expected that
Yeah.
update to fucking do well, and it's. I mean, obviously, I'm not done a lot of it, but it's really good.
Yeah, it is
And,
really
like,
good.
I can't
So
find this thing I was reading, but basically, I think the aim of forestry is they want to make woodcutting more interactive as a group, because at the moment you just like stand still chopping a tree. But now they want to make
Which is
these
like the most iconic
events.
RuneScape thing of all time, is to just stand
Yeah.
there and chop a tree.
But they want to make like these like different. It's kind of like random events happen to you. So you can have. There's some examples here. You can have a friendly ent. A friendly ent has woken from its long slumber in dire need of a haircut. Help it out by trimming the entlings around the tree.
why does
Avoid
your
them
voice?
tickling them too much, or you'll be knocked back.
Why does your voice change like that? A
What the fuck have they
friendly
been
ent.
smoking over there?
You can get pheasants. The population of these not so pheasants is getting out of control. Grab your slingshot and
talking like
appropriate
that.
ammo from your trusty forestry
You
kit
sound like fucking.
and help manage the population.
You sound like a CBeebies host. Stop it. Like-
It sound basically they want to add one of the things they want to add is a wearable backslot item that will hold all your materials needed for forestry.
Ooh, lovely.
Mm.
So you
From what I
have,
understand
like-
and from what you've said there, is it simply makes woodcutting more interactive and not just
Yeah.
AFK.
Yeah.
You can get a log basket. You can
You
get
can. I
a
think you can
forestry
recolor
outfit.
lumberjack. I think maybe.
You can get
probably.
two-handed axes. You can get
Oh.
bees in your player-owned house.
Psst.
You can get a. What's that made me laugh? You can get a saw. You can get a sawmill voucher.
Oh,
Handy vouchers
the
that give
Americans are
bonus
gonna be like,
planks
"What's a
when
voucher? A coupon?"
A coupon.
Sorry, carry on.
Honestly, like some of the things on here are just like, what am I reading?
Although I'm
But
a
I
max
fuck with it.
geek, total turbo virgin, I kind of hope that, like, because I will play anything, right? So it's like it'll probably have a collection log, I'd imagine, which
Yeah,
means I'll probably
gonna-
play it. So it's like I'm excited for it. It's new. I just like new
Bounty Hunt
stuff.
doesn't, and it should.
It should. I completely agree with you. Because the collection log isn't completable anyway, so what's the fucking point? At
you
it?
can chop various trees, and in doing so, some leaves will fall, and you can gather these leaves, and you can brew them into a tea. And the tea can give you various buffs. It doesn't specify what kind of buffs.
Will it help me get
but-
slim?
No.
No.
Yeah.
It might
Oh.
boost your attack by 4. But
Oh.
I don't.
Chop chop.
Might increase my appetite.
You
though.
can.
Sorry.
You alright?
Dan.
Dan's just like, sorry, watching TikTok.
John's on fucking
Are
TikTok.
you fucking watching Behemoth, cunt?
Can you even hear
He
us?
actually is watching Behemoth.
I think it's because Arlind, who dies all the time in the wilderness, has made it into a new Behemoth video of dying in the wilderness.
What a fucking combo, Behemoth and Ireland.
I'm literally just watching that.
Yeah, I've said your name like 50 times, and we can just
Sorry.
hear it
You
in your
just
mic.
ignored us.
Oh, did you?
You
Oh,
just
well.
we just started listening to fucking. We're like,
That's why
you
we went
watching fucking
quiet. And we're
Behemoth.
like, huh?
Yeah, well, guess what?
What?
Not my fucking problem, is it?
Oh.
Yeah,
Can I
Yeah,
quickly?
that guy's whoever that Twitch streamer is a fucking loser. Grow up.
I want to quickly bring something up. Actually, I know we're kind of getting on the edge now of when we need
Oh,
to
is
maybe
that
wrap
Bobby
it up.
Whip?
I'm not sure.
Bobby
No
Whip.
idea who that is. I think he's
Um,
memeing, right? Like he's not serious, is he?
I don't know.
I think
I don't
on
know.
that though, we need to ask the big question of when are we going to be doing the next one? It's probably going to be fucking.
I
It'll
thought
be
you were going to ask
2024,
the
right?
actual big question: when am I going to get a PMod status?
Let's do one on Monday. But
Why do you
we'll-
want
yeah,
PMods?
Grant,
So
we'll do
Grant's a
bad?
PMod,
Scuff
everyone.
unit. Oh yeah, Grant's a
Um,
PMod.
Grant's a PMod.
He's
be
also
sensible
boosting
in
corp.
game. No, he's not.
He's not. No, I'm kidding.
No,
he's
he's
not. He's
not.
not boosting corp. He's just.
We're all
pet
massing
hunting.
core.
He's running an Indonesian
Wow, I just
corp
got some
sweatshop. How is that not
That's-
boosting?
Dad!
It's
What?
Jagex compliant. It's Jagex
Yeah,
compliant.
it's compliant. We've had
Um,
it
I
confirmed.
love that term
I
right now.
mean-
It's my favorite term. Jagex compliant.
No, yeah, I am a player mod. Actually,
yeah, so be sensible in game, everyone.
God, you fucking
Don't
stink.
I'm booting up 25 Jagex compliant bot clients right now.
oh,
Yeah, Tom, when you get to
Any,
Jagex on the 16th, is it? Can you do something? I can't have Grant being a PMod and me not. I'm an upstanding.
You're not
member of
allowed to be
this
a PMod.
community.
To be
Why
fair,
not?
Dan's the most
Your
PMod
chat logs.
material.
Yeah.
how is he?
I've never
When
said
was
anything bad in game.
when was the last time you were
That's
muted?
capped.
In game.
That's cap.
What do you mean cap?
When was the last time you were muted? Then
Never.
I've seen you
You
flame
fuck off.
people.
you've been
Yeah.
muted once.
What's wrong with that?
Not Verf level, but like.
I haven't been muted since 2012. I'm an upstanding, paying member of this game who just happens to know a JMod.
Exactly. Fucking bollocks. Where's mine? Where's?
So
So
Grant
Grant
I
went up-
want justice.
Grant went up to Mod Nox and was like, "Oh no, it's
Right.
happening!" What?
No, I'll have you know the interaction went simply like this. Hi Grant, this is me. This is my mod Nox impression. Hi Grant, we're pals. Do you want P mods? And I went,
Nuzzles.
yeah, go on, Buckaroo. And then
Nuzzle.
like an hour later, it was in my box, and I ticked a box, and now I've got a crown next to my
Grant
name.
would be a good PMod, to be fair. So.
No, he wouldn't.
Would I?
He would. He
He's
just
gonna
mute
flame
people.
See, that's why I need it.
Allison's the worst PMod.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
is.
Allison's
guys,
the
why
best.
are you
Genuinely-
saying
Hell,
these
she's a
things?"
PMod.
Genuinely,
I'm
memes
talking
aside,
about-
I have no fucking plans to exercise the quote-unquote power that I now have at all.
You just look cool.
Boring.
You're
I just
gonna-
have a crown next to my name.
You're
That's
gonna.
literally it.
One thing you're gonna get is you're gonna get unnecessary. You're gonna get like attention. Like if you speak of G, people are gonna be like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
PMod."
People get so confused with PMods as well. Like, well, you know that the stoners that just do agility,
Yeah,
they're
they
gonna
think
be
I work
like,
for
"What?
Jagex.
Oh,
You talking about
Can I get
gypsy?
more marks?"
One thing I want to test, and this is so selfish, but I kind of want to go to the Calvarium bots and type and see if they log out.
Ooh.
Because
Can
if
you go
that's the,
test it right now?
if
They
that's
start
the
speaking
case,
to you in like ancient Egyptian
if that's the
hieroglyphics.
case, then I legitimately have pet hunting power. I can just fucking get free worlds by pressing hello.
He's
but I
literally
don't-
got an unplayable advantage. I
Write
can't
that down,
stand this.
boys. Grant is a bad PMod.
But I've had a P mod for 12
Boo, I
hours.
say. Boo.
Boo.
And
Well,
you know what, right?
hooray.
I fucking knew out of the fucking three of you, you'd have the ump the most. I
Yeah,
fucking knew
Alex,
it.
I can't
I
believe
fu-
it.
Fuck off. I fucking knew you would. I knew as soon as Will or Nox joined the fucking CC last night, the first thing you were like, "Where's
That's
my
it.
fucking
Is he
P
online?
mod?"
Is he
Who,
online?
Will, I don't know. I think yeah, he is.
He's not guesting in the CC. I was going to pick him.
Like the first, oh,
I
man.
thought they did like a rollout of new PMods, but I guess you.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
must have
think-
missed that memo. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyway. Congratulations on your
kids.
PMod.
Don't
I hope
grats
you
me,
re-
bro.
I hope you get
You're
some
boring.
lessons in decorum.
Shut up. I fucking knew as well as soon as I got it. People started like gratzing me in the chat, like congratulations, and I'm like, for what?
I didn't do shit.
I don't know, but yeah. So I'll ban you all. I guess.
Do you guys believe this is our 9th podcast?
No way.
Can't believe it's taken
Number
like
9.
And we
16
started
months.
them 10 months ago. That's
I'll do one on Monday.
that works out to nearly one a month.
What are we
That's
gonna have to
well
talk
done.
about on Monday? It's literally in a couple
We
of
could
days.
talk about, and I was gonna talk about it,
We're
but I
not doing
realized
it
it's
on
25 to 9. We could talk about the Game Jam. There's all these new things that are being released for Game Jam.
Happy
Like
What the
the
fuck's the
Completionist
game
code.
jam?
Like the comp code that you should vote yes for.
I'm
Things
not
like that.
voting for that.
Yeah, you fucking
Honestly, I actually have a problem with that comp cape.
are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I guess it's full disrespect. I just want I like that idea and I want it, but like I don't. It's being delivered really poorly.
In what sense?
Like the capes look awful.
Really?
Yeah, the Inferno one is rubbish.
They've already changed it though.
It
It
needs.
has orange
Change
lines
it
on
more.
It just needs to be. It just needs I need to see more flesh. It just looks
Ugh.
like a
Alright, I'm
fantasy
getting
idea.
naked.
I just want to see some I want to see some. I want to see some
tits.
better lines. I don't like the particles underneath the cape like they've
The
done.
particles aren't. They can't be in the game, and they're not coming anyway. 'cause
They
you can't
can be,
do it.
mate. Have you not seen the magic short bow?
They're not gonna do them though, because
They
Look
can
at
do
that,
it.
They just took the fucking effect of the
of
magic
all
tree
the
and
fucking-
slapped it on.
Of all the
What?
fucking items to give like
Can I-
particle effects,
Is
for,
the
they've
cape
given it
gonna
to the
have a buff?
Fucking magic short bow.
It's not gonna have a buff. It's
Can I get a
max
craft cape teleport on my Inferno cape? That's
No.
well, I kind of want that.
What?
Well,
What
go
do
play
you-
I want
RuneScape
it.
3.
Just bring a. Oh, you're the worst
Wait.
human being.
Bro, I thought I was out here being the fairest, like being like, oh, it's cosmetic, and you're like, no, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Like,
Yeah,
give me a craft kit.
it looks
gonna pop
easy to get as
something-
well.
You don't know that though. That's not true.
Is it
Because
gonna be like
you
fucking
require-
get 5,000
No,
Cursables
you
tickets?
require. I don't know too much about it, but you require 50% of what they're calling mastery points. Those could be fucking anything, and you require 85% for trim.
Getting bitch
I don't
is
know.
one of them.
I'm gonna put the pictures of the capes in our chat. These are the new ones. If you if you still think they're shit, fair enough. I disagree, but
If it's released and I don't automatically unlock it,
I
I'm gonna
like
complain.
It's not
The-
shit. It just seems to have been a floating idea for like 4 years now, but they've still never ever like decided to
I don't
That
like the
Inferno
Inferno
one's
one.
like
dog
actually make a
shit.
mock instead
Yeah,
of
I
just like
disagree. I think the
Photoshop.
Inferno one's really nice.
I like the
doesn't
Missouri
sound
one.
cool.
I like the imbued Saradomin, and I like the trimmed.
Yeah,
I like
trimmed,
them all.
trimmed and Masori are the
Apart
only
from the
two that
Inferno.
could pass.
Spharadomin looks good.
I mean, they're just variants, right?
Inferno
the,
just
Infer-
looks-
the Inferno one, they
Hmm.
just need to completely change it. It doesn't. That doesn't even. That's not even the point. though.
Slammed a Triforce on top of it.
The point is
What's-
that it's been an idea that gets bounced around by Curse and
Bruno
Bruno for so long. But like, why have they not just like actually?
pulled it.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna pull it. It's gonna be pulled.
Okay. In that
It's-
case,
it's
I'm
on-
happy.
It's being pulled. Like no, I can't say this. I don't know anything. But it's gonna be pulled soon. I think because it's anything they do in the game jam. It's like content they actually plan on releasing. I think. So, and from what I understand, is it's finished. The interface
I
is
thought that they.
done.
Yeah, but the thing is,
This-
like,
that
the
bothers me
important,
because-
the important stuff's not being discussed, right?
Yeah.
And with the community, it's just like, oh, here's this tweet about this idea, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's cool, but no one knows what the rewards will be, and then rewards need to be good. Like, think about how underwhelming the combat achievement rewards were until now. There's like now they're actually pretty good, and it took.
Yeah, but you can't add things for like completionists though, because people will just cry because they can't be what they're doing.
They
them.
added things that eventually it will happen though. Think about it, because it happened for maxing. Like, you didn't
Yeah,
need to
no, you're
max,
right.
and now max
You-
cape's
no,
actually
you
pretty
are.
damn good.
You are right. My
So-
only thing about it is I feel like with combat achievements, for example, people go, "Oh, well, they made them really good." But let's be honest, you only really need to get to hard.
I'm not being funny though.
Yeah, you're right.
Like this completionist cape, I don't want to touch clue scrolls.
Yeah, but that's the point.
You ain't getting
This
one.
is the point. Listen to me, okay?
No.
You require
to me now.
50%. You require 50% of the mastery points, you dimwit. So you don't need everything.
It's just the
The
last
whole
podcast
point-
we're doing because we're going to
The
put
whole point is there's a massive
We've
list of things that you can
fallen
do,
out.
and you
Yeah.
have to do half of them. So if clues are on there, you don't have to do them.
Oh, imagine if we did this whole podcast and I was on replay buffer instead of recording.
Oh my god, imagine.
I will kill you.
I'm joking.
You're only an hour's
No,
drive
no.
now as well.
Dan, I'm sorry. Give me a kiss.
I didn't think about that earlier. Though.
Wow, that was cute.
You didn't give me a kiss back.
I did. It just didn't
Oh,
pick it
Because
up.
I hate close scrolls.
I fucking hate them, bro.
Don't worry, Dan. There'll be a service for you, a Jaggers compliant service.
No one's ever logged onto my account, and I'm not fucking letting them. I will do it myself.
And you guys want a Coke, by the way?
I've only got Sprite Zero Sugar because healthy.
Mini fridge.
I wanted one yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I
have
don't
one in a
normally
minute.
buy Coke, but I went and bought a 12-pack of Coke because.
Do you know what? I might order like dessert to be delivered on Just Eat. Is that bad?
Nah, do it.
I could tell
I
you've
might
been
get, like, a
working and not
milk.
playing RuneScape.
Do you know what
What do
I
you
really
mean?
want right now, genuinely? And Rob keeps on talking about this all the time in Discord. Rob's our friend. He always gets like a waffle with like Biscoff on it and like a dime milkshake.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I
And
get
then-
what you mean, Tom. Sorry. Carry
That's
on.
all I've been wanting recently. I don't know.
Well,
Rob is
I-
allowed
I'm-
to put on those kind of calories, though. I'm not. I don't get
Yes.
up enough.
Yeah, it's so true.
Tom, you should come to the gym.
With you,
We should have a gym day. Yeah,
what, drive an hour?
we can meet halfway and go to a gym.
Could do.
I reckon
That'd
that'd be a
sweet,
laugh.
wouldn't it?
All right.
And then I could go to my local gym, but I could FaceTime.
We can
you
FaceTime.
over
Yeah, but
there.
I'll spot you. He's 100 kg. Good luck.
Lovely,
And I'll
fucking.
just
I
die.
don't get nervous.
I took one of my mates who hadn't like ever trained, and it still haunts him like 8 years on. He threw up from one training session.
Well, you treat him like fucking
That'd be
David
me.
Goggins, like making him fucking like. I don't know if anyone knows who David Goggins is, but like, he's just this like freak athlete who like makes everyone do shit they hate. That's like,
It's
We're
only
not
a chest
leaving.
workout.
so you do 500
Cardio.
fucking reps of a weight you can't lift.
Yeah, that'd be a laugh. We could record it.
I've just seen the funniest thing.
Oh no.
One of our Scuff unit playmates. What am I just
Playmate?
clanmates. Marge has put
That
in a
sounds
screenshot of a
nonsense.
guy's username and he's called Bald at 28. And Marge followed him and said, I swear I've seen a guy called Bald at 26 too. And the guy was like, yeah, that was me. I just update my name every year.
Oh, you've
Oh,
grown
you've-
up.
Oh, you've grown up.
He's put hope the hairline is doing better. Kiss.
It's not.
It's
Right.
not the
but thank
T1.
you.
Ask him if he wants to come to Turkey.
Yeah, bro, you'll sort him out.
Get a new hairline.
Inshallah, we'll get him a new trim.
Inshallah.
Shall we wrap up?
Sure.
I know it's summer.
Don't be
Hey.
silly. Wrap your willy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait.
Well, hang on, I need to let me just do some
Duke is
math.
playing an outro. Oh, wow, we
Playing
didn't
an
do a
outro.
podcast for 6 months. Sorry.
Can we put like the the YouTube outro, the kind of
Our last podcast was on the 8th of Jan.
Okay.
Can
So
we?
it's now the
Silly
2nd
the
of
8th
June.
of June.
Today is currently the 2nd of June.
We'll
What-
see you guys in
What
December.
was
So
what
we'll
was that
see you-
meme we had where it was like, I approve of this? Oh, it's the Roidy
I am
thing,
ready.
right?
Oh.
Instead,
mine was
can we
already
have
on
it?
the
This
12th.
is a Jagex compliant podcast.
Jagex compliant podcast.
We're gonna
Going
wake
off-
up to fucking chain bands, aren't we?
My PMod's gone tomorrow.
I'm not allowed to play test.
Going off of that, we should be back with another podcast in
This
the end
year.
of November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Don't say
We
that. We
will-
should do one in a couple of weeks. Yes.
yeah, but you say that and we won't. So let's just
Ah.
underestimate it, and then if people went, "Oh, we're not going to do one to November," and then there'll be one next week. They'll be like, "Oh."
Wait, yeah, don't you're right. You're right.
So we'll see you guys in the 30th of November. Be there.
No.
It'll be
Yeah,
a
be
good
there,
one.
man.
We'll
Christmas.
catch up.
Yes.
Well, thank you all for listening, and remember to be sensible in going Grantt to PMod.
right, okay. Dude.
Put on
Keep
something.
And Dan wants to be one, so don't piss him off.
And Dan might become one, so be sensible, everyone.
Me and
better.
Tukin don't have a chance. We do too much LMS.
Take
Bye.
care, everyone.
See you later,
Bye.
boys. Bye bye.
Goodbye. Off to the
Bye.
dump.
Goodbye.